In today's lesson, we'll be learning how to determine if a linear system has one solution, no solution, or infinite solutions. In our first example, we have a linear system with one solution. In other words, it has one point of intersection. I like to call this situation intersecting lines. In this situation with one solution, the slopes of the two lines are different. The slopes of these two lines can either be the same or different. In our first example, we want to determine if the linear system has one solution, no solution, or infinite solutions. Let's take a look at our two lines, y equals 2x plus 1 and y equals negative 3x plus 4. For the red line, the slope is 2 and the y-intercept is 1. Whereas the slope for the blue line is negative 3 and the y-intercept is 4. Since the slopes of these two lines are not the same, that means these two lines will eventually meet at some point, called a point of intersection, which means this linear system only has one solution. In our second example, we have a linear system with no solution, which means there is no point of intersection. I like to call this parallel lines. If you examine the two lines closely, you'll see that their slopes are the same, and their y-intercepts are different. As mentioned beforehand, we want to determine if the linear system has one solution, no solution, or infinite solutions. Our red line happens to be y equals 2x plus 1. Meanwhile, our blue line is y equals 2x minus 3. If you take a close look at the red line, its slope is 2, the y-intercept is 1. Meanwhile, for the blue line, the slope is 2, and the y-intercept is negative 3. You'll notice that the slopes of these two lines are the same, and their y-intercept values are different, which means that these are parallel lines, and parallel lines never meet. They never cross. Therefore, they do not have a point of intersection, which means this linear system has no solution. In our last example, we have a linear system where there are infinite solutions, which means that there are two lines overlapping one another. Because these two lines are overlapping, that means there are an infinite number of points of intersection. There could be one here, one here, one here, one here, one here. Anywhere along the line, there would be a point of intersection. Because they are overlapping, that means these two lines are exactly the same. They are identical. They have the same slope and the same y-intercept. As mentioned beforehand, we want to determine if the linear system has one solution, no solution, or infinite solutions. Our red line is y equals 2x plus 1, while our blue line is identical. It is y equals 2x plus 1. If you take a close look at the red line, the slope is 2, and the y-intercept is 1. Meanwhile, for the blue line, the slope is also 2, and the y-intercept is also 1. Since these slopes are the same and the y-intercepts are the same, that means these two lines are identical and they are overlapping, which means there are infinite solutions.